integrating UX into Agile development. Over the years, I have helped many enterprise software organizations better integrate their user experience design into their Agile development process. There are two fundamental concepts that must be understood. The first one, Agile iterations are focused on developing and testing the software. The second one, user experience design, is a holistic approach to defining the software experience. The first thing to recognize is that Agile is a development process, and user experience, in terms of software development, is focused on the visual and interaction design and usability and accessibility of that software. In the Agile development iteration, we are focused on the development and testing of the software in that iteration, which means that everything a software developer and tester needs to do their job for that iteration must be provided before they can begin that iteration. There are some things that we will not know until we start development, but for the most part, the software requirements for each iteration must be well thought out in context of the overall final software product and business objectives. The same is true for the experience design. The experience design must consider the overall holistic experience, end to end. The end users will interact to provide proper instruction for each development iteration. There may be some discovery in the development iteration about implementing the experience design, challenges that were not anticipated, or better ways of displaying the content. This is all expected in the Agile process. In fact, this is part of the power of Agile, to fail fast, learn fast, and quickly adapt. Once an organization understands that Agile development is an iterative process for developing and testing the software, and that experience design is a holistic process that provides design requirements for each iteration, then we can begin on the right path. The second thing is to plan your experience design as a part of your software requirements. Experience designing doesn't happen in an iteration. It must be well thought out in advance. Just like we test our software code, we test our user experience designs. The design must be tested to some degree prior to each development iteration. Before it can be tested, the design must be developed, just like the code. Before it can be developed, it must be defined, just like the code. The defining, development, and testing of the design must iterate ahead of the development iteration, just like the other software requirements. How an organization plans their experience design is up to them. There are many factors to consider: time to market, technological capabilities, budget, business goals, and more. Understanding the need to plan and iterate ahead of development is the key to successfully integrating user experience in Agile development.